Today we're going to be working on the Cressida, and we're going to continue working on that ducktail and try and get it to start looking pretty good. First thing, I'm going to have to move the car forward, but one thing I want to address that a lot of you guys commented on was the strength of this thing. These are so incredibly stiff and on there. I have absolutely no worries that these will ever break off. This is so incredibly strong, and I haven't done a single thing since the last video. Anyways, moving on, we're gonna move this car forward so we can continue working on it. First thing we're gonna do is take down all this excess material, start getting this thing to the shape that we want. We have quite a bit of work to do to this, but I'm sure it'll look way better once we're done. I'm gonna get my angle grinder, sand this down, get that down quite a lot more, because you can see it's still sticking up quite a bit, and then this as well, and maybe some in here. Get this gap consistent. Now that this is all ground down, I can go ahead and apply my first couple of layers of Bondo, and then we can body work both of them to match the wing. I was only able to finish up this one first layer of this side, so we're entirely out of Bondo. So I'm gonna go run over to the store, get another gallon of that, and that should be plenty for the rest of this stuff. And I'm sure it won't be the last gallon, but it will be for at least this ducktail, hopefully. Just got back with a gallon of Bondo. Now we're gonna finish up this side. So for a while now, I've been contemplating taking off the rear bumper and doing basically the same thing as these sides, foaming it up, shivving it to where I want, and almost doing kind of like a pan. And I'm not quite sure if I'll like it or not, but I think while this Bondo is drying, I'm gonna go ahead and take it off and see if it's what I want. And if it is, then we can start foaming it up and then start glassing it and go from there. Looks like I'm gonna have to pop the trunk and be able to get to the bolts from there. Look at it, huge pool of water in both sides too. I'm gonna drill a hole and let all this drain. This is seriously like probably at least like 4 to 5 gallons of water. But you can see There's 2 of the bolts that I need to take off for the bumper, and then we'll probably bring back this carpet and find out where the rest of them are. This bumper should be ready to take off. I didn't see any other bolts, so it should just pull off right now. I'm liking this a lot better. I'm definitely going to leave the bumper off and make that all kind of look smooth and everything. We're probably going to get rid of this line since it doesn't really continue on to anywhere else. So it's going to be quite a bit of work to foam this all up, shave it down, make sure it's perfectly symmetrical, and then glass it and everything. And then again, I am getting custom tail lights. Not sure exactly what I'm getting yet, still waiting on some parts. I can definitely see that it's going to look a lot better when it has the fender flares and everything else. It's just going to be a lot more smooth and more the style that I'm going for. So next thing to do is start prepping this, get it all foamed up, start shaving it down. So I went ahead and opened up the trunk, and I put these cardboard pieces behind here so that way when I try and fill this up, it doesn't just fall in there, and this way hopefully it kind of builds up a little bit. Also put a glove over the exhaust tip, don't want any in there. And I don't really know how to approach this. I might have to build it up off of the floor because I really don't think it's gonna want to stick that well. So I'm just gonna approach this the best way I know how, and that's pretty much just doing it and figuring it out. Pretty tough to have this stuff stick to a vertical surface, so what I've been trying to do is kind of just have like blotches of stuff that I can build on top of once it dries a little bit, but this stuff is very wet, so I'm going to give it some time, and then we can go ahead and start building on top of that and eventually have it to where we want and then shave it down from there. So I'm done with this for today. I'm gonna let this dry overnight. That way we can build it up more. This needs a lot more, especially here, because I'm gonna have it almost bump out and curve in a little bit and follow this. So just so it's like a nice even little curve. And so we're gonna have to build up a lot more right here. But I am going for a little shoot with some people from Chicago. So I'll go ahead and bring you guys along there. But for today, we're done with the Cressida. So we're heading out to some spots right now and hopefully get some cool pictures. You'll be seeing all of these pictures on Instagram. I'll be posting them and stuff, and also on the istance.co page. I'll put everything in the description.
Still cammed.
Oh yeah, I'm very happy with that.
Like, oh good, still fucked up.
Just enough. I want it to be fucked up enough that it doesn't blow up, but it sounds cool. What do you think of this spot? I mean, we can go somewhere else. It's good shots too while we're here.
It's that 1.8 power.
Dude, I wasn't even on it though. There's a bunch of speed bumps back here too.
It's that new rotary swap. nose frame the entire way.
I'm afraid that if I... Should be cool. Alrighty, so we're leaving the spot right now. Finished up shooting. We just got a few shots in a few different places, but that's gonna be it. We're just gonna drive home and probably move the Cressida back to its original spot so it's not hanging over too much. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and peace out.